Hello, algebra students. Mr. Lawrence here. We're going to do a quick review of graphing, the graphing that we've been doing. Inequalities and absolute value. There's two problems of each. Hopefully it'll go pretty quick. All right, please notice that on this first problem here, this is problem number 1. My inequality is 2x minus 3y is less than or equal to 12. This is in standard form. A great way to do standard form is to find the x-intercept and the y-intercept. Okay, so I'm going to plug 0 in for x. When I do that, this becomes 0. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover that up. That ought to be good. And let's see here. Oh, I don't want another 0, or another O, excuse me. Let me fill him in. There we go. Fill him white. So, when x is 0, that turns that part of the equation to 0, right? So notice I don't see anything there. Okay. So I have minus 3y equals 12. Well, that means y is going to equal negative 4. So 0, negative 4 is on my graph. Right there. Okay, then I plug 0 in for y, which moves my little circle. Oops, which moves my little circle. Shh. I need it a little bit bigger, don't I? There we go. Okay, and try to get that out of the way. And I have 2x equals 12. Well, if 2x equals 12, if I divide each side by 2, I know it's 6. So the x-intercept occurs at 6, 0 right there. I could figure out my slope, up 4 and over 6, which would be the same as 2/3, wouldn't it? Up 2 over 1, 2, 3. Look at that. Fits right in there. Now, do I need a solid line or a broken line? Well, it says equals, doesn't it? There's my highlighters. 1 second. There we go. There's my highlighter. Right here, we see equals. So therefore, it's a solid line. Solid line. There we go. And so I'm going to go down to back 1, 2, 3. And this guy is going to go like that. Okay, so now I'm going to do my shading. Well, before I do my shading, I need to do my test point, don't I? And for my test point, I'm going to plug in 0 for x, 0 for y, and see if that's true. Is 0 less than or equal to 12? Well, it sure is. So that means I'm going to shade where my test point is. So I end up shading above the line. Everything up here is included. Everything. It's all included. It's all part of the solution. Any point above that line will be in the solution set. Okay, the line acts as a magical barrier. There are no solutions below the line. Okay, let's look at problem number 2. Problem number 2, where's my calligraphy pen? There we go, problem number 2. All right, this time I'm in slope-intercept form, and I see that the slope is 2 over 1. The y-intercept is negative 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to rise to run 1, right? And this time, my inequality is not equal to, it's just a plain old greater than. That means my line is going to be broken. So I'm going to go down to back 1, down to back 1. Looks like it's going to go about there. Something like that. And so Logan doesn't correct me. Ha ha ha. Yes, Logan, you are correcting me. And that's okay. That's your job. It's like it's also a kid's job to notice how many nose hairs a teacher has. Anyway, sorry, Uncle Buck joke there. Now I'm going to plug 0 in for y. I'm going to plug 0 in for x and see if I get a true statement. There's my test point right there. Is 0 greater than negative 4? It is not. No, it is. It is. So in this case, I will also shade above the line. Okay. And you don't have to shade it exactly perfect as long as you make it clear what you're doing. All right, now this lesson was recorded before you guys actually did anything with the graphing of absolute value. But so we're going to review this. Hopefully you're getting the idea. If not, this will be your chance to catch up. All right, this will be problem 3 here. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find my vertex. My x-coordinate is what makes this 0. 3. My y-coordinate is right there. 1. So I go 1, 2, 3, up 1. Now, my slope is the number that's right in front of the absolute value. And I don't see a number there, so I can assume that there's a 1. So my slope is going to be 1, and I'm going to rise 1, run 1, rise 1, run 1. But because of symmetry, and I know I have to have a v, I'm going to rise 1, go back 1, rise 1, go back 1. And then I will be ready to draw my absolute value graph. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. It's that simple. All right, one more example. This will be number 4. And I need my blue pen this time, number 4. Okay, now, I'm going to find my vertex. I'm going to get a -4 and a +2. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, right? Okay, now I got to be careful. I noticed, because it's hard to fool Mr. Lawrence, I noticed that there is a negative here. That's like having a -1. So my slope, I'm going to say, is -1. So from the vertex, I'm going to go down 1, run 1, down 1, run 1. Then I go back to the vertex, and I go down 1, back 1, down 1, back 1. All right, and I'm ready to draw my graph. And here I go. Oh, I am so amazing. This is so simple. It is so simple, I tell you. And there you are. That's it. All right, little quick graphing review. Remember, your test is coming up, I believe, on Thursday. Make sure you're getting ready for it, because after that, we got to start getting ready for the final. All right, Mr. Lawrence signing off. Good night, everybody.